Welcome back to Part 2. We're diving deeper into the 1920s, a decade where Hollywood was transforming from a quiet landscape into the world's most famous stage. These archives show the city in its rawest form, from massive engineering projects to the legendary streets that built the movie industry. Let's head back to the era where the dream began. 1922. A panoramic view of Hollywood looking north. Dominating the corner of Hollywood and Cahuenga is the Security Trust and Savings Bank, standing tall next to the Hollywood News Office and a Nash car dealership. In the background, you can see the Hollywood Auto Transfer and Storage Company. Around 1922, a view of the northeast corner of Hollywood Boulevard and Cahuenga. This is the new Security Trust and Savings Bank building, located at 6381 Hollywood Boulevard. The iconic Security Bank sign stands tall over a bustling street filled with early model cars. The 1920s. A film crew is seen working in front of the Security Trust and Savings Bank at the intersection of Hollywood Boulevard and Cahuenga. A large crowd has gathered to watch the scene being filmed, including 3 young men who appear to be wearing uniforms. The Hollywood News Building stands immediately to the right at 6379 Hollywood Boulevard. Around 1927, a view looking east on Hollywood Boulevard at Cahuenga. The Security Trust and Savings Bank stands on the northeast corner, with its Venetian blinds pulled down even on the top floor's arched windows. To the right, shorter commercial buildings line the boulevard. Traffic signs in the foreground read "Right or Left Turn," while other signs advertise billiards, John's Cafe, and Western Union. 1921. Snow in Hollywood. A rare view looking north on La Brea Avenue toward the Hollywood Hills. The street is completely covered in a white blanket of snow, with the Charlie Chaplin studio visible on the right. A truly magical and unusual moment in LA history. Around 1922, a postcard view showing the entrance to the Charlie Chaplin studio at 1416 North La Brea Avenue. Located just south of the southeast corner of La Brea and Sunset Boulevard, notice how narrow La Brea Avenue was at the time, years before it was finally widened in 1929. Around 1922, looking west on Sunset Boulevard at Highland Avenue. Hollywood High School is visible on the northwest corner, situated on the right side of the frame. The wide, quiet road shows a glimpse of the early infrastructure that would soon become one of the busiest intersections in the world. 1922. An aerial view of Hollywood High School looking from the southwest. You can see a training session taking place on the sports field while rows of palm trees line the campus along Sunset and Highland. The original 1905 building sits at the bottom right, with the Household and Fine Arts building in the center and the gymnasium to its left when viewed from Highland. Around the 1920s, a typing classroom at Hollywood High School. Every desk is equipped with a typewriter and a new intensive typing method textbook. A keyboard chart is prominently displayed at the front, while signs for the Science Club and a "Wanted Safe Drivers" poster hang on the wall. Look at the various brands of the era: Underwood, L.C. Smith, Remington, and Woodstock. Around 1929, the Memorial Auditorium at Hollywood High School, situated at the southwest corner of Highland and Hawthorne. A long staircase leads to the 5 main entrances, separated by 8 Roman-style columns. The words Memorial Auditorium are carved in bold letters at the top of this grand structure. 1923. A view looking west on Santa Monica Boulevard at Western Avenue. On the northwest corner, to the right, is the future site of a Security Trust and Savings Bank branch. The building is still under construction as early automobiles and a streetcar pass through this historic intersection. 1922, the exterior of the Mason Temple on Hollywood Boulevard, situated between Highland and La Brea. Designed by architects Austin, Field, and Fry, this neoclassical structure features 6 grand columns guarding the entrance. Notice the elaborate 5-bulb streetlights standing proudly in front of the building. The 1920s, a view looking north on Western Avenue at the intersection of Santa Monica Boulevard. On the left, you can see the Security Trust and Savings Bank building. Across the street, various billboards and local businesses line the road, while Hollywood Mountain, the highest peak in Griffith Park, stands tall in the distant background. Around 1924, a view looking east on Santa Monica Boulevard toward Western Avenue. On the left, you can see the Security Trust and Savings Bank building at the northwest corner. To the right, on the southwest corner, stands the Taft Public Market. The street is crowded with early automobiles and streetcar tracks, illustrating the rapid growth of Hollywood. Around 1927, looking west on Santa Monica Boulevard from Western Avenue. Prominent on the right is the 2-story branch of the Security Trust and Savings Bank. A complex network of overhead cables hangs over the street, while streetcar tracks are visible embedded in the road. In the distance, the newly built white Sears building stands tall. The 1920s, a panoramic view of Hollywood looking northeast from Santa Monica Boulevard and Highland Avenue. In the foreground on the left, you can see the Hollywood State Bank and the Standard Fence Company along the boulevard. Across the way sits a Shell gas station alongside other commercial buildings, all spread out before the Hollywood Hills. 1922, a serene view of Wilcox Avenue in Hollywood, showing paved sidewalks and residential houses lining the street. Early model cars are parked under the shade of lush trees, capturing the quiet suburban charm of the era. 1922, an aerial view looking north from Wilshire Boulevard at La Brea Avenue. Numerous oil derricks dot the landscape, stretching across the vast open fields. In the far distance, you can clearly see the early development of Hollywood nestled against the Hollywood Hills. 1922, an aerial view of Santa Monica Boulevard looking northeast from Sherman, now known as West Hollywood. The buildings at the bottom left occupy the current site of the Pacific Design Center. Santa Monica Boulevard runs from left to right, intersecting with Holloway Drive near the center of the frame. In the distance, the town of Hollywood can be seen on the right. Around 1928, an aerial view of the area surrounding the intersection of Santa Monica and Vicente Boulevards. In the foreground, a large complex of buildings sits near the Los Angeles Riding Academy and its stables. The landscape is a mix of dense residential blocks, railroad sidings, and wide roads including Sunset, La Cienega, and Melrose. In the distance, you can see the Gold Seal Dairy Farm and the future site of Cedars-Sinai Hospital. 1924, a peaceful view of Hollywood looking southwest from Gardner Avenue, just above Hollywood Boulevard. Notice the large fruit orchard stretching across the landscape, a lingering reminder of the area's agricultural past, now completely surrounded by growing residential neighborhoods. 1923, an aerial view of Laurel Canyon emerging from the Hollywood Hills to intersect with Sunset Boulevard. Notice how Crescent Heights runs parallel to Laurel Canyon, ending at Selma Avenue. Later on, this layout was realigned, allowing Crescent Heights to converge with Laurel Canyon at Selma Drive as the area became more developed. 1924, a panoramic view looking north showing the Hollywood Hills decorated with several large signs. The iconic Hollywoodland sign sits at the top right with a giant H in the upper center and the Brinemore sign just below it to the left. In the center left, the new Mulholland Dam is still under construction, a massive project shaping the city's future. 1924, an aerial view shows the Mulholland Dam nearing completion in the upper left. Below sits the Brinemore residential area, while the Brinemore sign can be seen standing on the hillside to the right of the dam. Around 1905, a view from Cahuenga Avenue looking down at a peaceful farm. A man is plowing the field with his horse right where Holly Drive runs today. In the distance, you can see Cahuenga Peak and the future location of the Lake Hollywood Dam, also known as the Mulholland Dam, which wouldn't be built for another 20 years. 1925, a view of the Mulholland Dam shortly after its completion. Named after its designer, William Mulholland, who was responsible for the water infrastructure that allowed Los Angeles to thrive. This massive structure created the Hollywood Reservoir, securing the city's water supply for generations to come. The 1920s. A front view of the Mulholland Dam in the Hollywood Hills. Regarded as the most beautiful structure among the many reservoirs in the Los Angeles water supply system, its grand arches stand as a testament to early engineering. In the background, you can clearly see the iconic Hollywoodland sign watching over the canyon. Early 1920s, a panoramic view of a residential neighborhood in East Hollywood looking southwest from the corner of Sunset Boulevard and Edgemont Street. In the foreground, the lush olive trees of Olive Hill fill the landscape. Today, this very spot is home to the Kaiser Permanente Hospital. 1928. A view looking north from Olive Hill showing a quiet residential neighborhood in East Hollywood. In the background, the Hollywood Hills rise up, with Mount Hollywood as the highest peak on the left. This is near the future site of the Griffith Observatory, which wouldn't be built until 3 years later in 1933. Around 1925, an aerial view of Hollywood Presbyterian Hospital, located at 1300 North Vermont Avenue. You can see a fire station to the right and vast open spaces surrounding the medical facility. Nearby, rows of duplexes and apartment buildings are visible, along with what appears to be a plant nursery on the left. Around 1923, a panoramic view looking west on Hollywood Boulevard from the top of the Guarantee Building at Ivor Avenue. The Hollywood Public Market is visible in the center, standing at the corner of Wilcox Avenue. In the far distance, the three towers of the Christie Hotel rise above the cityscape, while streetcars and early automobiles fill the bustling boulevard below. 1922, the Hollywood Public Market at the corner of Hollywood and Wilcox. Early automobiles line the street in front of the building's large awnings. Streetcar tracks and a lamppost are visible in the foreground. 1923, a view looking west along Hollywood Boulevard. A large banner welcomes Will Hayes to the motion picture capital of the world and invites people to the Hollywood Bowl this Saturday. Early automobiles and low-rise commercial buildings line the street under the distant hills. 1920, an aerial view looking northwest at Hollywood and Vine. The Hollywood Methodist Church stands at the southeast corner. To the left is the massive Jacob Stern estate covering the entire block between Hollywood and Selma. This land would eventually house the Broadway Hollywood Building, Hollywood Plaza Hotel, and Vine Street Theater. 1921, looking east on Hollywood Boulevard toward Vine Street. On the southeast corner sits the Hollywood Methodist Episcopal Church, built in 1903. This landmark would soon be replaced by the Taft Building in 1923. Around 1923, looking west on Hollywood Boulevard from Vine Street, two-story commercial buildings line both sides of the boulevard, while the tall rectangular Guarantee building dominates the northeast corner of Hollywood and Ivor on the right. Around 1923, looking west on Hollywood Boulevard from Vine Street, a large crowd gathers for a parade while early automobiles pack the busy road. The pillared Guarantee building stands in the center, and the Security Trust and Savings Bank rises in the distance at the corner of Cahuenga. 1929, looking down from the Dias building at the intersection of Hollywood and Ivor, the Hollywood Branch Library sits on the northwest corner, while the 12-story Guarantee building dominates the northeast corner on the right. Early automobiles line the wide boulevard below. 1923, the exterior of the Hollywood Branch Library at 6357 Hollywood Boulevard. Designed by architects Dodd and Richards, this elegant Spanish-style building served as the community's literary hub until 1939. Notice the beautiful arched windows and the classic automobiles of the era parked along the northwest corner of Hollywood and Ivor. Around 1923, looking north at the intersection of Western and Fernwood Avenues, the William Fox Studio is seen operating here, a site it occupied from 1917 until 1924 before moving west to what is now Century City. Early automobiles and a streetcar share the busy road as the hills rise in the distance. Hollywood has changed so much, but seeing it like this makes the history feel real. Which part of the 1920s skyline stood out most to you? Let me know in the comments. If you're enjoying this journey, make sure to hit like, subscribe for part 3, and share this with a fellow history buff. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.